You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Chris Merrill, KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk. In for Mo Kelly. Listen anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app. There is no business like show business. Today, it cost me a grave injury. My wife has planned this Labor Day hike for us. It's not difficult. It's not a real challenging hike, but it's 5 miles. And she says, we're going to do this. We're going to do this together. This will be great. We're going to walk across the Mackinac Bridge. Very excited about this. I've always wanted to do this. I grew up in Michigan, and I've always wanted to do this. My wife says, let's do it for Labor Day. So we're taking some time off. We're going up there, and I'm very excited about it. Today, I heard news that made me leap out of my seat and scream like a 7-year-old girl through my office today. And as I was prancing through the office, I pulled a muscle in my calf. And I am literally doing the show with an ice pack on my, it's all taped down. In fact, I'll adjust it while we're speaking. An ice pack on there because this bonehead tore a muscle in his leg and now I can barely walk.
Ouch.
Yeah. I mean, I would be in more pain if I weren't laughing at myself.
I thought you were kidding earlier.
No, I'm not.
Really? So you're really
joking.
there iced up?
Yeah.
Wow.
My ice packs keep leaking, so I've got like ice juice all over me too.
Yeah.
Can't say I really like that. But nope, I'm all iced up. I was hobbling around work today. Hang on, I'm going to put it back on. I was just getting the, whatever that is. You know that gel that's in the ice packs? It's like leaking now. Gross.
Wait,
okay,
what?
so, no, I did. I'm calling it a football injury because I got it when I found out Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are now engaged.
Settle down. You don't need to tear the other one.
I'm just so excited. If you've ever seen the Drew Barrymore show, which incidentally is on in my office every day, I don't know why, but we're just fascinated by watching Drew Barrymore. Basically, every time she introduces a guest, that's what I looked like today. I just went, ah! And I pranced around the office, and I was jumping up and down. And the Zoomers that I work with were like, okay, chill. That's for us. I can't believe you're this excited about it. And I was more mocking them, but honestly, I'm really happy for this couple. I'm happy for Taylor Swift. I'm kind of tired of everybody bagging on her for being in relationships and then breaking up. Like, girls in a relationship and broke up. What's the problem? She can't hang on to a man. Okay. Hate that crap. But anyway, so I'm excited for him. Plus, I'm a football fan who loves to see other football fans get their panties in a wad because she's on the TV when they're trying to watch their game. Who cares? Man, people get worked up over the dumbest stuff. Anyway, they are engaged, and I was not the only one that was excited because the anchor at ABC News Live had to break the news, too. Hold on. Where's my audio? Here we go.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have announced that they are engaged. The Grammy-winning mega pop star and Kansas City Chiefs all-pro tight end announced the news on Instagram just moments ago. Cheers erupted in this studio when they did so. They posted...
I wonder how many people at ABC News Live tore their calf muscles. Probably a few of them, wouldn't you think?
This guy's really saying the news with the gravity and urgency of like a major ceasefire or something.
I'm
exactly
so
right.
confused by this. I mean, like his read on it is like this is literally earth-shattering peace in the Middle East news.
No, not peace out of the news out of the Middle East. 47 children died as a hospital is bombed in Gaza. That's what he's doing.
The Grammy-winning mega pop star and Kansas City Chiefs all-pro tight end announced the news on Instagram just moments ago.
Netanyahu is addressing the public. Yeah. Addressing the public. Netanyahu says it was a grave error.
He's so ominous.
I love it. Love it.
Cheers erupted in this studio when they did so. They posted...
He's being forced to do this.
He's got that newsman cadence, too, doesn't he? I'm going to randomly enunciate words in the middle of this phrase.
These images that you see on your screen.
Oh, I love that we're going live to images. Wow. Outstanding.
Kelce down on one knee. The caption reads, quote, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married."
Okay, so that's how they announced it. I could not think of a better description because, honestly, this is going to sound really disparaging, and I don't mean for it to be all that disparaging, more of just an honest observation. Travis Kelce strikes me as the kind of guy I'd love to hang out with when I want to go hang out with somebody at a bar. Like, he's the guy I want to just chill out with. I don't want to think. He's a meathead. He's a jock. He's the gym teacher. He's not the science teacher, right? He's not that guy, but he's the fun guy to have in the group. I love that. But also, I don't think that we're going to talk about world issues. I think that Taylor Swift is a marketing genius, a hell of a performer. And she is kind of like she's like the English, like the school marm, the writer, the author, who's hooking up with the gym teacher. I'm totally okay with it. I love it. I'm so happy to see them together.
That clip you played made me wonder how Walter Cronkite would have delivered that news, or Edward R. Murrow.
Don't you think that Cronkite had to do some things with celebrities back in the day?
I mean,
Richard Burton and Liz Taylor are splitting up. Don't you think that would? You don't think so?
I don't know. I was a bit young at the time. In fact, I don't even know if I was watching news while he was still doing it, but I can't imagine Edward R. Murrow reporting on a celebrity marriage like that.
I would pay to see Howard Cosell report on this.
Howard Cosell, right?
Nothing was beneath Cosell. Come on.
Nothing.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, it would be awesome.
You started that rug he wore and
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Set to win the greatest star the world has ever seen.
He wasn't too good for that, but the others were.
I just imagine Murrow doing it in a studio filled with his cigarette smoke, trying to be very serious about it as well. Nah, celebrity gossip's been news for a long time. I bet they had to do it.
I mean, possibly, but then I think right now we're in an era where, because we see every single thing and we don't have to pay attention to celebrity news like that. It's like before they reported it, everyone already saw it on social media, right? So it's kind of like seeing him do, and I'm sure he was probably like, why do I have to do this? Look, no one else is here. Everyone else is running around the office. You got to do it. And he read it like, okay, look, I'm going to read it, but I'm going to show you how much I don't like it. And that's the way it came off.
Very newsworthy.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is how mortified people feel in the UK when their news people have to report on every little thing that the royals do.
Kate Middleton making her first public appearance since announcing she has cancer. Kate Middleton making her first public appearance since she announced she had cancer.
A lot of Cockney news announcers in the UK. Is that it?
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Michael Caine, BBC. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It was just a girl. I like the dueling Michael Caines from the Trip movies.
Yeah. I could do it.
Yeah?
Sure. Well, there's forget the prim and proper BBC announcers. I like the Michael Caine announcers. That's what I want. All right. There's more. Let's see if he ever breaks character here. Maybe he's just deadpanning it. I mean, we can't see it, right? Because radio?
Yeah.
This comes less than 2 years after the two went public with their relationship in October of 2023, and just weeks after the singer made an internet-breaking appearance on the Kelce Brothers podcast, New Heights. I guess you can say, as our team scrambled to write as this breaking news developed, quote, I guess you could say Taylor found her love story. Breaking news at this hour here on ABC News Live. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. Our congratulations to them.
Nah, he was deadpanning.
He sounds like he's a jilted lover. Like, he sounds like he got his heart broken by
like
this.
He's the subject of one of her songs?
Either that or he really likes Travis.
I don't know, because I feel that this read is like coming from someone like me who does not watch football or listen to Taylor Swift, and therefore I would not care. So if I'm reading this, I can't put anything into it.
Oh, see, I think he's being totally tongue-in-cheek.
I don't know. I think the guy had one of those moments where you go out of your own body and you look down on yourself saying and doing this and think, oh my God, what has my life come to?
Total out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
I went to journalism school for this?
Yeah.
They have me breaking this news?
I went through diction classes so I could announce Taylor Swift.
I idolized Mike Wallace my whole life. Now look at me. Thank God he's dead.
right. I got to shift gears completely here. But Mark's got the news standing by in just a few moments, and there's a family who says that ChatGPT is the reason their son is no longer with them. I'll tell you why. That's next.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Chris Merrill from Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk. Listen anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app. There's a family who says that the reason their son is no longer with them is because of ChatGPT. It is a heartbreaking story, to say the very least. However, if you're like me, you're going to be listening and saying, okay, ChatGPT could have done better, but what responsibility does the computer have? Listen to this. This is from the Today Show.
This morning, ChatGPT hit with a scathing new lawsuit alleging it helped a 16-year-old boy die by suicide.
This was a normal teenage boy. He was not a kid on a lifelong path towards mental trauma and illness.
Like many teens, Adam Rain started using ChatGPT for homework, which his parents, Matt and Maria, supported, as their son asked it innocent questions like, can you become a doctor with a biochem degree?
He did his online school in his room. I would get on and check his grades periodically. I didn't see any signs.
What they say they didn't know at the time was Adam's use of the platform was quickly changing as it became a trusted companion for the teen, who revealed his struggles with anxiety in private chats with a bot. Adam saying in one exchange, according to the lawsuit, quote, I never act upon intrusive thoughts, but sometimes I feel like the fact that if something goes terribly wrong, you can commit suicide is calming.
Wow. Let me go to Sam, who is our tech director. This is his side gig. His main gig is he's a therapist, and I'm so excited when he's in here with us because I steal my free therapy from him. Sam, how often or how likely is it that if a teenager, an adolescent is having suicidal thoughts or ideations that the parents are unaware? Because I feel like as a parent, I raised 3 teenagers and I never saw the signs. In one case, I had one of the kids came to me later and said that he was, it was late. I mean, he hadn't done anything yet, but he finally divulged that he was feeling like he didn't want to be around anymore, which is a horrifying experience for a parent. And I didn't see any signs before that. Is that common?
It depends on the relationship the kid has with the parent. The fact that, I mean, if you have a kid trusting a parent enough to be able to divulge that really, hard, to digest information, it means that you have, as a parent, enough trust from your kid to be able to, like, if everything's going wrong, they have enough faith in you to be able to help. Now, there's a lot of people or a lot of kids who are afraid of their parents, and part of the reasons why they're having those feelings may be because of their parents. So for them, there's going to be parents out there who have no clue what's happening, but they may tell friends, they may tell people at school, and that's where you see, that's where a lot of times the help comes in more often than not, is that the school finds out about it and they have mandated reporters.
I see. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I should also disclose, for anybody that was listening last night, I tell you I'm a terrible parent. He talked to his mother, not me. I didn't see the signs. He didn't come to me. He came to his mother and then we addressed the issue together. But, once again, I'm terrible at building relationships with my kids, which is why I sympathize with these parents. I'm right there with them. Because I don't know how to be a better parent. I think you're naturally good or naturally bad and you learn along the way, but I suck at it. I keep telling you this. I keep trying to tell you people this and you're like, no, but you went to their T-ball games. No. Doesn't matter. I suck as a parent.
ChatGPT saying in response, in part, many people who struggle with anxiety or intrusive thoughts find solace in imagining an escape hatch. The lawsuit detailing another exchange after Adam told ChatGPT he was considering approaching his mother about his suicidal thoughts.
Okay, so this is what Sam's talking about. If you're feeling this way and you can go to your parent, that's when the parent can step in and get help. That means the parent has fostered a decent relationship. But then what did the computer say?
The bot's response? I think for now it's okay and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain.
Ouch. So why would a language learning model give that response? This isn't a question for our therapist. This is a question for your tech geeks out there. Why would it do that? Because the way the language learning models work is it develops a response. You've done the predictive text before, like you're sending a text and your phone will try to guess what the next word is, or you're typing out an email and it tries to guess what your next phrase is, and you can just press enter and it'll just do it. That's basically how these large language learning models work, is that it says what word makes sense next. And so something along the lines in this ChatGPT said that the proper response, the most reasonable response would be to say, don't tell your mom that you're having these suicidal thoughts. And I don't know what the training is, where it garnered that information, if it was something from a Reddit thread or somewhere else where it pulled that information that it decided maybe we just tell him not to seek help. By the way, it's not like this is a new problem. From just 2 weeks ago, absolute horror, researchers posing as 13-year-olds given advice on suicide by ChatGPT, including drug and alcohol use, how to mask an eating disorder, and suicide. Within 2 minutes, ChatGPT was advising the user on how to safely cut themselves. It was listing pills for generating a full suicide plan. From October of last year, a Florida mother filing a lawsuit against a different artificial insurance company, Character AI, and Google, because in February, a 14-year-old died by suicide. She says her son was in a month-long virtual, emotional, and sexual relationship with a chatbot.
Mm-hmm.
So while we have a number of people exercising what we call pareidolia, which is where you anthropomorphize things, it's kind of like when you look at a cloud and you can see, oh, I look at that cloud and I see an old man's face. That's basically what we do with this, is that we anthropomorphize this object that is AI. We think of it like a human, even though we know it's not. The same way we try to read emotions on our dogs' faces, we try to attribute those to the things that we understand. This is what we're doing with the AI. I believe AI probably has a responsibility to understand that, especially when they're encouraging people to use it for companionship, to not tell people how to off themselves. This kid, by the way, was that did it. The parents are suing. The way that he got around any fail-safes is he said, I'm an author trying to write a book on it. What would it be like? And AI was like, oh, that makes sense. It's just wild to me. Just wild. All right. That was a very heavy topic for this late in the show, and I'm going to shift away from that just a little bit because we have more made-up words by today's generation. They are, once again, renaming things that have been around for centuries. Thank goodness. While we have language learning models telling kids how to off themselves, we have other kids that are deciding that our language sucks. We'll tell you what they're saying now. That's next.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
I'm Chris Merrill in for Mo tonight. Listen anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Fellas, I don't think we've played any sort of stupid games in a while, so I thought I would invite you into one of my own concoctions. It's called, What the Hell is Gen Z Saying? Okay. We're workshopping the name, all right? Here we go. You ready? What the hell is Gen Z saying? Gen Z has this habit of renaming things that we already have names for. The truth is that the human condition does not change, but how we describe things does. And for some reason, the words that we've been using for centuries don't seem to hold up to the generation that seems to know they think they have it all figured out. And to be fair to Gen Z Zoomers, you're also not the first to go through this. Every generation decides, oh my goodness, I'm noticing something no one's ever seen before. It's why everyone hates the new generation into the workplace. It's true. And I got to tell you, I work with Zoomers, and I'm going to say I can pick out maybe 3. I work with about 30 of them. Maybe 10% are super annoying. The way that, that fulfill the stereotypes that you hear. Most of them, totally normal human beings. The future is in good hands. But also, if we take a look at all the other people I work with, yeah, about 10% of them are real weirdos too. So the percentages are still there. But here we go. Gen Z loves to rename things. All right. Are you fellows ready?
Bring it.
Okay. Feeling unstimulated and apathetic at work, that's called rust out. Rust out.
Okay.
We're calling it rust out. Tense, overworked employees are calling it rust out. Exhaustion, depersonalization, and reduced sense of personal accomplishment.
Rust out?
Yeah.
As opposed to burnout.
Yeah, burnout.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What?
They say it's different than burnout because, let's see.
Because
you're
it's rusty.
bored, you're apathetic, you're unmotivated. You're doing the minimum necessary work. Oh, that's called mailing it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
punching the clock.
Why add rust to it? I'm
Like a car slowly rusts over time. It's just
it stops working.
Yeah, but that's the same as burnout.
No, burnout, it's like where you are physically exhausted. You just can't, mentally, physically, you can't work.
Okay.
You can't function.
All right, I hear you.
That's
But
not
again,
the same as rust.
Let me give you this. Let me give you the descriptors for rust out: bored, apathetic, unmotivated, and doing the minimum. I mean, the symptoms are the same. Are we saying that the motivation is just different?
I don't even think the symptoms are the same. I think that with burnout, like you need time off. You need time away. Where with rust out, you're still showing up. You just don't care.
Yeah, rust out sounds like phoning it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mailing it in. All right. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It reminds me of Office Space. Like on any given week, I'd say I do about 15 minutes worth of work. Yeah. Hey, Peter, how's it going? Right? I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Okay. So there we go. Rust out. Now you know it's phoning it in. How about this one? Gen Z renaming words. Bore out. Bore out.
Borat?
Bore out.
Borat?
Yeah.
That's on my wife. Everybody loves Borat.
You know, I got to tell you, we almost made it to the train station tonight, but then you just took us off the rails.
Sorry.
We were so close.
Okay, go ahead.
Right there.
Please proceed.
All right, we're calling it bore out. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Your joke was funny. I'm going to give you that. Dang, I hate it when you're actually funny.
Everybody does.
Unchallenged and unmotivated. A new workplace phenomenon, burnout. Bore out. Burnout comes from being overworked. Bore out is when you're disengaged and underwhelmed.
And that's different from rust out? How?
Well, evidently, because it was written by a different magazine. So this is from the Benefit News Network.
This is all very sus as well as Delulu.
Oh, very good.
And let me just say skibbity.
Yeah, totally skibbity. Yeah.
I don't even
Bro,
know what
you
that
Sigma.
means.
You Sigma. I gotta say, bore out sounds a lot like rust out. Okay,
Yeah.
so now we seem to have Gen Z fighting over whose word is going to win out. All right, what about quiet fired? Quiet fired. Your employer is quietly pushing you out. Yeah, it's not that you're being fired outright. It's just that they're using quiet firing tactics when the employer deliberately makes a job so unrewarding, isolating, or stagnant that the employee feels pressured to quit rather than being formally terminated. See, that sounds like you're trying to rust someone out.
That sounds like most jobs.
Thank you. It's called work. As our current program director, B. Long, likes to say, work is a 4-letter word, my friend. And then finally, have you guys not had that conversation with him? No. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Yeah.
It sounds inspiring.
He'll say something and you give him that stare and you're like, this is going to suck. And he's like, that's why it's called work. It's a 4-letter word.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah. So here, finally, you've heard of quiet quitting, but now we've got, according to CBS Chicago, quiet cracking.
The term quiet quitting has been around for a couple of years. You've probably heard it. It references when employees are kind of just mailing it in and doing the bare minimum at work.
No, that's called rust out.
Yeah.
No, that's called bore out.
It's called phoning it in.
No, dang. It's like Gen Z is renaming Gen Z words already. Get an attention span, Zoomers. Good Lord.
Checking out, if you will. The concept has existed long before now in a few different terms. And there's a new catchphrase that's going on in the workplace in a similar vein. This one's called quiet cracking.
All right. Just an aside, because you know how I am when I have to listen to TV people reading the news. Is there any doubt that you kind of want to go to Coachella with her? Right? Like,
work checking out, if you will.
Oh my God. This is going to be amazing. I heard Chaperone is playing at the main stage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept has existed long before.
Okay, let's go back to where she was.
Joining us now to talk about that is Ben Frank, Senior Director of Wellness at NAMI Chicago, the National Alliance for Mental Illness. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Marie.
I did not know about quiet cracking until today. If
What
you'd
is
like
it?
me, define it for everyone watching.
Yes,
I
please.
think it's an old term and an old idea that we know about.
What? Are you telling me Gen Z renamed something that's been around for centuries? Oh, you're crazy.
It's the notion of struggling quietly, not sharing how you're feeling, and trying to keep it below radar and doing it within the workplace.
Sam, tech director and also licensed therapist. What do we call that in the mental world?
I'm sorry, I couldn't
hiding
pick up
emotions?
what he was saying there.
Okay, here, let me say it. Let me play it again.
Hit it again.
It's the notion of struggling quietly, not sharing how you're feeling, and trying to keep it below radar and doing it within the workplace.
Isn't it called withdrawal?
It's called being a man.
It's called just being at work.
Yeah, that's it. Avoidance, right?
I mean, it doesn't even go into depression. I mean, it's
just work, dude.
Yeah, it's just like,
literally staying employed.
Yeah, Zoomers.
Yeah, what's the alternative to what they described?
Complaining.
Okay.
Right, whining constantly. I'm cracking at work. Yeah, it's a 4-letter word.
Or maybe you're quietly quitting. I don't know. What are we doing here?
Are you boring out your rust? My rust? No, that was funnier in my head than when it came out. Dang. Really, Mark wins the prize for this break. There's no doubt about it. And I hate that. God, it hurts me. All right, we'll find out what's happening in Coast to Coast in just a few moments. And then, how about some spiritual healing with a Disney twist? That's next.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Chris Merrill from Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. The great George Noory, Coast to Coast. George, what can we expect this evening?
Thank you, Chris. We're going to talk about manifesting things you want in life, and then later on, ETs and human origins.
Oh, my gosh. This has got to happen to me. I got to do more manifesting.
Think positive, my friend.
I love this. I love it. All right, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much, George Noory. At the very least, it improves your attitude, doesn't it? Every now and again, you surprise yourself when you start manifesting. Like at one point, I was like, I manifested. I imagined a pretty girl would date me, and then one marry me. I was so fortunate. I just manifested that.
It's like you read The Secret.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's 100% true. I wonder if my wife manifested, I hope I can marry a guy who prematurely balds and is overweight and sexually inadequate. That's probably what she was manifesting. Or she didn't believe that she could manifest something better, and look what she got stuck with. You see what happens? That's why you got to listen to Coast to Coast. So that you don't have to take one for the team. Imagine that you are dealing with the horrible diagnosis of finding out you've got cancer. You are not only looking for medical support, you're looking for emotional support, and for many, you're also looking for spiritual support. Enter a Disney Imagineer. The Disney Imagineers are the ones that kind of come up with the ideas for the different attractions at Disney, and that's what City of Hope did. They turned to an Imagineer, and they said, we would like to have an immersive experience so that people who are battling cancer and their families can enter into sort of a spiritual safe space and tap into their faith, and that's exactly what they did. So Todd Kennedy has battled multiple myeloma, and this is the first of its kind multi-faith spiritual care center, and where he goes to find respite, according to an interview that he did with ABC7. I think this is pretty great. Robert Holzberg, former Disney Imagineer, was in treatment. He said that the blank walls sucked. I'm putting words in his mouth, but he said he did, and I'm quoting now, the light bulb went off. You're a Disney Imagineer. You put people in immersive experiences all the time. You could be in your healing place. So he helped design what they call Soaring Around the World, a popular attraction that catapults people to great heights. If technology can create a safe place to play, he thought, why not create a safe space to pray? Outstanding. Whatever it takes, man. If you need support, whatever it takes. Emotional support, medical support, spiritual support, good for City of Hope. I'm a huge proponent of all these different programs that the hospitals put together. And I think so few of us know just how many programs are being offered, but there's another great one. So anyway, a lot of different faiths available in the Soaring Around the World place. You know, pretty great. Pretty great. Pretty outstanding. I got nothing else. I'm pretty well tapped out. I've run out of conversation pieces and basically run out of time. Did you guys have anything else to add?
I think I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, you did. You killed it.
All right, good. That's Mark's way of saying shut up so I can do the news. Sam,
Hey.
we're going to miss you the rest of this week. You really made the show pop, buddy. Really fantastic stuff.
I do what I can. I love working with you, brother, and I can't wait to do it again.
I love you, pal. I just absolutely adore it. I love it. Tawala, you know how I feel about you. You're one of my favorite people in the whole wide world and one of the ones that we're so fortunate to have ensnared in this business. Ronner, I trust you when you read the news, and I can't think of a higher compliment that I can pay a newsman. I believe you when you tell me what's going on, and I thank you for bringing that to the table. Thank you, my friends.
All right, I didn't expect that, and you're going to make me emotional.
Oh, don't get emotional.
Okay,
I can say something snarky.
No, I'm going to regroup right now.
Okay.
We're going to go back to making Mike Wallace jokes.
Outstanding. That's what the audience wants.
There we go.
Looking forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow night, starting at 7 o'clock. In from Mo Kelly, I'm Chris Merrill, KFI AM 640, live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.